Good day, good day, good day, everyone. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. Yes, it does. Practice makes progress. So I am Rev Melissa, and I use the technology of spiritual psychology, spiritual practices, and universal principles to companion people in disrupting limiting patterns of thinking, limiting patterns of believing, limiting patterns of behaving to transform their lives by prioritizing their mind and their hearts to reveal the healing from within. I am an ordained interfaith minister, a licensed religious science practitioner, a spiritual life coach, and the spiritual director, senior minister at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, a New Thought Center in New York. This is my ministry of joy, where I support people in living life in joy, connected to their yes. So if you need support, reach out to me. You can contact me on my social media at iamrevmelissa on YouTube, Facebook, and on Instagram. So welcome, y'all. Welcome to September. September is here. You already feel the change coming in the season. Fall is probably peeping around the corner. And I know here in Martha's Vineyard, it's been very cool. It has not been beach weather at all, but today the sun is shining. So welcome September. Welcome everyone to our Friday morning sip with Rev Melissa. So good day, Wayne, giving me my star shine. Love that, Wayne. Good day, Lindsay. It's good to see you. Good day, Linda. Good day, good day. All right, Wayne. So good day, everybody watching, commenting, watching the replay. I so appreciate you. So we are wrapping up our thinking series, I think, because there's so much more that I want to share. There's so much more that I want to share. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm on Instagram, but the Wi-Fi here is a little wonky, so it's coming in and out. So if you're on Instagram, just go over to YouTube to I Am Rev Melissa and check out Morning Sip there. You'll have a much better experience. All right. So let's wrap it up, y'all, because I got a lot to say. I'm going to get right into it. So we know that thinking is to have a conscious mind, to some extent, a reasoning, and to make rational decisions. Conscious mind, reasoning, rational decisions. We know that the origins of the word thinking comes from Latin, a Latin word that means to know, and also a Middle English word that means to seem. So to me, there's dimensions to our thinking, what it seems like and what we know. And that's what we've been talking about all week, the knowing, right? The dimension of knowing and thinking from the knowing. So we've been practicing because we are the knower. We are the knower. So I got a little curious about how many thoughts we have per day, because someone asked that question recently of me based on the series. So this is a quick fun fact. We have 60 to 70,000 thoughts per day. 60 to 70,000 thoughts per day. And guess what? 75% of them are negative. So this is research that neuroscientists do. 75% of our 60 to 70,000 thoughts per day are negative. And then above that, 95% are repetitive thoughts. 95% of our thoughts, 95% of those 60,000 to 70,000 thoughts are repeats. Can you imagine having the same thought over and over and over and over and over again? And that's what we do. That is how we do, because our minds are, not say our minds, our brains are wired to be vigilant, to make sure that we're safe, right? So our brains are wired to survival mode. So a lot of our thinking is around survival, right? Fight, flight, freeze. So this is just something to be aware of, right? Because we have the power to go deeper, to another dimension of our thinking, to the dimension of knowing. And today we're going to wrap it up by talking about another dimension of our thinking, a dimension of not knowing. Ooh, dimension of not knowing. Ooh. So we're going to get there. So I've been using Eckhart Tolle's book, Stillness Speaks, this week with our thinking series, because it's just so wonderful. And I love his perspective about the dimensions of thinking. And one of the things that he says is that the mind exists in a state of not enough and is always greedy for more. And we talked about that yesterday when we find ourselves in a state of boredom. And Shay shared that she finds herself in a state of boredom, and mixed into that is some feelings of overwhelmed. And what we know is that that is not who we are. We are not bored. We are not overwhelmed. We are not sad. We are not angry. We are divine. So if we could get that knowingness and think from that place, when we find ourselves in the feeling of boredom and overwhelm and sadness, we could say to ourselves, we could minister to ourselves, we could coach ourselves in the knowingness of who we truly are, that the feelings of boredom and all of those emotions are just conditions of the mind. They're just conditions of our thinking, right? And they come and they go, they ebb and they flow. And if we cannot get attached to it and want to hold on to it, right? It's on its way out and we want to grab on and bring it back sometimes, right? So we know that nothing that comes and goes is who we are, right? We know that God doesn't come and go. Love doesn't come and go. The essence of what love is does not come and go. It is steadfast. It is reliable. It is dependable. It is changeless, right? This is what we know of the divine, of the universe, of the universal mind. Yes? Nothing that comes and goes is you. So if boredom and overwhelm and sadness and fear comes and goes, that is not who you are. That is not you. Yes? So the divine does not come and go, and you are divine. So we are practicing knowing this, right? We are practicing knowing this. We are practicing shifting from thinking to awareness. From thinking to awareness. Because we know there's so many thoughts, right? But there is a dimension to our awareness that we get to experience as the beingness of who we are. Yes? All right. So this state of awareness is a deeper dimension, and it is a dimension of not knowing, right? Yes, Linda. Yes. The not knowing equals living in wonder. I love that, Linda. Yes, yes, yes. Lindsay's giving it a yes too. Wayne, I see you with the positive expectancy. Yes, yes, Michelle. All of this is what we get to experience. We get to experience the wonder of the wonderfulness that we are. Yes. So I want to share something with you again from Stillness Speaks, Eckhart Tolle. And if you have this book, I'm on page 23, and it's a chapter called Beyond the Thinking Mind. And so that's where we want to find ourselves more and more, beyond the thinking mind. Because what do we know about the thinking mind? The thinking mind is on repeat. The thinking mind is in negativity. 75% of the time in negativity, 95% of the time in repetitiveness. So we want to go beyond that, right? Beyond that. And that's what we get to practice. So Eckhart writes, become at ease with the state of not knowing. This takes you beyond mind because the mind is always trying to conclude and interpret. It is afraid of not knowing. So when you can be at ease with not knowing, you have already gone beyond the mind. A deeper knowing that is non conceptual then arises out of that state. Don't be afraid of not knowing. Sometimes something comes up and we don't know, right? But then we grasp at stuff, right? We grasp at stuff out of a sense of fear, out of a sense of, oh, well, I should know, right? And we put so much pressure on ourselves to know, but there is a wonderfulness in the not knowing, right? In the not coming to some conclusion and in the not analyzing. Some of us analyze to paralysis, right? We analyze and analyze and analyze and dig ourselves deeper and deeper into a place that we look around, we're like, how did I get here? Right? How did I get here? So he talks about artistic creation, sports, dance, teaching, counseling, mastering in any field of endeavor implies that the thinking mind is either no longer involved at all or at least is taking second place. A power and intelligence greater than you and yet one with you in essence takes over. And we've all had that experience of just being in the flow, being in the flow, like there's no sense of time and space. We feel totally connected with the essence of who we are, totally connected to the universe. We are just in the groove, right? Who's had that experience? Our thinking has taken a back seat and we are fully engaged and aligned with a greater consciousness. He goes on to say, there is no decision making process anymore. Spontaneous right action happens. You just know spontaneous right actions happen, and you are not doing it. Mastery of life is the opposite of control. So we let go of control and we allow life to flow through us unencumbered by our analyzing, our figuring it out, our coming to some conclusion or confusion, right? We just allow that spontaneous right action to happen. And we release this notion of control. And the last part of this that I'll read is you become aligned with the greater consciousness. It acts, speaks, and does the work. And we know this. It acts, speaks, and does the work through you and as you. All of this is all connected, it's all the same thing. We might just be taking different roads to get there. But guess what? We're going to get there eventually. Yes? So the quality of the travel is all up to you and how you are thinking about yourself as the knower and how you allow yourself to be in the not knowing. In the not knowing. So the next time you find yourself in an upset and you don't know what to do, or you don't know all the things that there are to know, no peace, no trust, no faith, know those qualities that are already embedded in you. Know the quality that you have committed to being more of in 2023. We need to do a roll call. It's been a minute. Know that. And in the not knowing, know that only good shall come forth from whatever it is that you are experiencing temporarily. Because we know all conditions are temporary. They come and they go. They are not who you are. They are not who you are. Yes? So this is what we get to practice as spiritual beings, having this experience of life, a state of awareness that is a deeper dimension, a dimension of not knowing. Practice not knowing as the knower. Know who you are. Know who you are. And from that place of knowing, let go. Let go and be in the not knowing. And see what the universe is stirring up for you to come through. Most of the time, I could speak from experience, it is more than I could have ever imagined. It is beyond my sense of knowing because I align with a greater consciousness that knows all about everything, everywhere, and especially knows all there is to know about me, all there is to know about you. Yes? Thank you, Michelle. She said, on point, Red Melissa. Good day, Miss Bliss, Pamela. It's good to see you, love. So this is what we get to do. This is what we get to practice. Just because we end the series doesn't mean we end the practice. We keep practicing. We keep practicing. Think about knowing in the dimension of not knowing that you are aligning with the greater consciousness that knows all the time. That knows all the time. Practice getting comfortable with the not knowing. That is where creation stirs itself, in the not knowing. And what do we know in the not knowing? We know who and whose we are. And that is enough. That right there is enough. All right, y'all. So I'm going to put a pin in it because I feel some other stuff percolating. Shay is sharing, lady, I really turned some things in my thinking and belief yesterday, thanks to Spirit speaking through you and a bunch of others. All right, that's right. Tune in and tune up and be present, right? It is our awareness, right? Become more aware. Become more aware in what you are aligning yourself with and as. All right. So I'm stopping myself, y'all. I'm stopping myself from going on because we got to get into some joy news, and I think we might circle back to a part 3 to the thinking series because apparently I did a thinking series in 2020. So, but I was in a totally different space. And so now this is even deeper for me 3 years later. And I hope it's deeper for you also. So, what are we doing? We are thinking about knowing in the dimension of not knowing that you are aligning with the greater consciousness that knows all the time. Yes. And I'll let Lindsay have the last word. Awareness is the key to open the door. Yes, it is. Thank you. Thank you, Lindsay. All right, y'all. Let's get into some joy news. Happy Friday again, everybody. Happy September. Tomorrow's one of my dear friends' birthday, one of my best girlfriends' birthday. So shout out to Colette. Happy birthday. We're still in the Virgo season. So happy birthday to all of the Virgos. And we know what comes up after the Virgos. The Libras. I guess y'all could tell I'm a Libra. Yep. Mm-hmm. So good day. Let me just shout out Star Lily, who's joining us on Instagram. Good day. And I just want everyone to know on Instagram, you have a much clearer experience of Morning Sip by joining us on YouTube at I Am Melissa or Facebook. So the other day we had our meditation with the moon, and I just want to let you all know that our next meditation with the moon will be September 29th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I will continue to remind you of the date. And we did a deep thinking meditation with the moon based on this series. So if you missed it, you can catch the replay at I Am Melissa on YouTube. September 29th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right where you're watching me now. This Sunday is the other sip that I call Sunday in Praise, where I share an inspirational talk. So that happens, that happens at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube and on Facebook. So please join if you need a little something. Join the Sunday in Praise at 10:30 a.m. And all my Rockland CSL congregants and friends, please know that this Sunday, September 3rd, we have no celebration service because we're just going to chill and do whatever it is we're going to do for the Labor Day weekend. So take advantage of the day off this Sunday and do you. Have a good time. We'll be back the following Sunday. So as we move into September for me is always back to school. So I will be teaching a class September 21st through October 19th called Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. And if this series has resonated with you, then you want to take this class because we go even deeper with the thinking and with the feeling and deeper into the dimension of knowing the not knowing. Right. And so what I like to say is that we'll be utilizing the science of mind and spirit, the vibration of thinking and feeling, and the practice of doing and becoming, doing and being by experimenting and experiencing the power behind things are thick thoughts and form follows feeling. And we use that technology to transform our lives. We are syncing our mental equivalents and our feeling equivalents because that is the formula for manifestation mastery. So if you want some of that, please sign up for the class. It starts on September 21st through October 19th. You can sign up by going to rocklandcsl.org. All the information is on the website. You can pay on the website also through PayPal. And It's going to be a wonderful class. It is a CSL, Centers for Spiritual Living, accredited class. So if you are on the practitioner track, this class meets that um, requisite. If not, you don't have to be. It's open to everyone, everyone. So if you're a student of learning, if you're a student of expanding, you want to do this class. So again, sign up at rocklandcsl.org. The cost is $170 starting today. We had a discount up until yesterday. For Rockland CSL members, the cost is $145. So if you want that $145 price, become a member of Rockland CSL. How about that? If money is an issue for you, don't let it be an issue for you. Don't think that money is an issue for you. Know that you are abundant, and reach out to me and we can talk about a payment plan. Okay? All right. So again, that starts September 21st. Please register now. Please register now. So today is Friday, and some of my dear friends in the Congregation of Joy have their own shows. So I just want to shout out Feed King, who has the Feed King show that airs Mondays and Fridays at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Facebook and YouTube. So please support Feed King. Also, our very own Lindsay has her show today at 12 o'clock, Practicing Infinite Possibilities. And I think Lindsay put up what she's talking about today. I think I saw that. So yes, Lindsay's is talking about mindful living, the basics. So that's going to be good. That is going to be good. So please support Lindsay's show. And as always, please support my soul brother, Sekou Wrights, with his show, which is on Monday through Friday at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Time, the Be Your Own Hero show. Also, please support Sekou's next charity event, Steps of Success 5K. He is raising money for Transformation Life Center. It is the organization that he raised over $15,000 for last year by running in the New York City Marathon 4 months after having a stroke. Okay? So, what we can do is to support this fundraiser by going to, and let me put the banner up. Please go today. I think the deadline is today. I'm not sure. Please give at runsignup.com/Sekou Wrights. He has a goal of $1,000, but we know about overflow, right? High emotion radiates overflow. That's that hero life, and that's that joy life. So let's support Sekou in his charity event that he is participating in soon. All right. All right. I think, the last thing about Sekou, if you don't know, I don't know why you don't know this, but he has a new book out called Hack Your Pain Now, and you want to get this. It is amazing. It will transform your life because it is a survival guide of 10 commandments of things that you can do today to move you from a place that you are in to a higher level of living. So go to Amazon.com and purchase Hack Your Pain Now. When? Now. All right. All right. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Everyone have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful Labor Day weekend. Thank you, Michelle. Have a great weekend. Everybody be safe. Do the work, as Wayne is saying. And thank you all for your support. A morning sip with Rev Melissa, a meditation with the moon, of all the things that I do. I so appreciate you. Peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes. Connected to our yes.